started off in college. Was making a bunch of plays. When it was actually when I was a freshman. So I was batting balls, getting a bunch of sacks and everything. So my teammates started calling me PJJ Watt. So it just stuck. It just stuck throughout my college career. So I changed out. That's been my Twitter handle since then.
And so you left it there.
Yeah, I just left it there. I never changed it.
Have you ever talked to JJ about it?
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
What did he say?
Thought it was pretty cool. He thought it was pretty cool that that I looked up to him and stuff like that, and now we're playing together.
So how cool is that for you to be playing alongside number 99?
Yeah, it's cool. It's real cool. It's somebody I've always watched, and looked up to, and then to be playing alongside of somebody of that caliber, it's great.
Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm. Aaron.
Hey, PJ, how you doing?
Going good.
Yeah. PJ, I had a chance to talk to your high school defense coordinator, Cheeseburger, and he was talking about your powerlifting days. And once he got your form right, you were a natural. And I believe he said you squatted 730 at the state meet.
Mm-hmm.
Was that your best ever? Did you ever do?
Yeah, that's my best. That's like the highest I've been since I started lifting. I feel like I've never needed to go more than that. But yeah, I've hit 730 in high school.
He had a lot of good stories about you. What's it like for you being back in Texas? Are you more comfortable, being from a small town, having played close to here, and just being, back in the state of Texas, being closer to family?
Yeah, it's definitely more comfortable. It feels great knowing that, my family's here. I'm from Seguin, so it's two and a half hours down the road. It just feels like I'm back at home. It's just a fresh air, like a fresh start. Everything's going perfect.
What do you think your time with the Raiders, what did you learn from that experience, and why do you think it didn't work out ultimately with the Raiders and just kind of changing teams here?
Just learning how to be a pro, learning how things go, and things didn't click when they needed to. I felt like stuff happened over there, and I couldn't control it. And so once I got here, everything started rolling just in time, and I feel like it's going good. And that's making sure I just stay focused and stay on track right now.
PJ, you're not the tallest defensive lineman. That's one thing they can't teach is height, but it does create leverage. How much does your lack of height in your frame kind of help you to play as a defensive lineman, whether you're rushing outside or inside?
Yeah, I feel like it helps me a lot. I already have built-in leverage. I'm short, so I always have great pad level. So it's hard for those big, tall linemen to get under me. So I feel like it works in my ability. And then on a run too, I'm explosive. I'm able to get out, so that it's just built in. Everything adds up.
Brandon.
Hey PJ, I went to Sam Houston State too, right before you, I should say. So you're right after me. But I wanted to ask you about playing at NRG Stadium. Obviously, that's where they did the Battle of the Piney Woods, and I imagine that that you've had some special moments there. What is it like doing that now as a pro for you? Did you ever think that could be a possibility for you?
Yeah, I always knew it was a possibility, but it's cool being able to be here, like play here every home game. I've had success in this stadium plenty of times, as you know, playing for the Battle of Piney Woods. So it always feels good. I'm comfortable here, so I love it.
And then also, just what do you think it is that clicked for you that has allowed you to be successful here that maybe didn't when you were in with the Raiders?
I feel like I'm more comfortable here. I feel like I'm more focused actually too. I've cleaned up my diet. I've cleaned up a lot of things too. So I feel like all those tied in for me just being focused, and that's why I'm playing better. I feel more comfortable out there. I have a great leadership out here too. So I feel like all those things are tying in.
Berman.
PJ, have you learned much in the short time you've been here from working with and around JJ?
Yeah, I definitely have. He teaches us a lot. He teaches us about different techniques, different things, just in life too, period. He's been a great leader. And I haven't had one of those big name guys to play alongside of when I was with the Raiders. So having that leadership and all that next to me, it helps me a lot.
What's it like watching his work ethic up close and personal?
Yeah, it's crazy. He's one of the hardest workers I've seen. Doesn't get tired. He stays in the game like pretty much every play. So it motivates me to get in better shape, play like him, just get to the level he's playing at.
What's it like working with Anthony Weaver, who's also your position coach?
It's great. So him being a defensive coordinator and also my position coach is different. He helps us be able to see the defense better than we would as it was just like a regular D-line coach. He shows us where we need help on the defense and everything. So it allows us to play better.
Thank you.
Aaron.
Hey, PJ, Casey Keeler said he gave you a piece of advice. He said you need to be a defensive tackle and you got to put on some weight. He felt like as a 275-pound end, that wasn't going to help you, to get to the next level. Your thoughts on that advice that he gave you? And he said that you didn't mind because it meant you could, hit Golden Corral, things like that, to put on the pounds and be big enough to be an NFL player.
After my junior season, they came up to me and told me that that they're going to need help inside, and then it's going to help me translate to the league too. So I was like, all right, let's do it. I didn't second guess it at all, and it worked out perfect.
You were a tight end at one point. How much did you weigh when you were playing tight end?
They were thinking about putting me at tight end. It was a question, but they ended up keeping me at defensive end my freshman year. I didn't end up going and playing tight end yet, but it was a thought.
And your pro day is fairly legendary. Did you just obviously you'd already a lot of the guys that were saying at Sam Houston, you'd always tested well. That was something you had done ever since you got there. But what did you think about it? What was that day like? Because they said that propelled you into the second round.
It was great. I went in feeling good, and I went out there and did what I had to do. I tested good, ran good. So as soon as that pro day stopped, after the pro day, that's when my draft stock started going up. That's when I started getting more calls and everything, and it helped me. It helped me a lot.
Do you see a bright future here? You're off to a good start, and the coaches are saying good things about you. Is this somewhere you'd like to play long term?
Yeah, I definitely would. It's like, for one, it's back at home. I'm loving it. My family and friends love it. I'm home. I'm comfortable here. I'm playing good. So it'll be a dream just to play long term here.
Last one for Brandon.
PJ, I saw you were the first one to get a glimpse of, or at least to record a glimpse of Romeo Crennel dancing in the locker room. Was that just an opportunistic moment for you, or had you seen Romeo bust a move before?
No, I've never, he used to hardly ever talk to, so we didn't see too. We were not really seeing that much. So him going out there and dancing after the game was a big surprise. It was good for us. Good energy out there in the locker room, and it got us excited. Hopefully we'll be able to see it again this weekend.
Okay, last one, Aaron.
Hey, PJ. PJ, we're looking at some of the games you've played so far. Do you feel like your pass rushing, is that kind of the part of your game that's gotten the best in terms of just improvement this year, where you think you made the most strides?
Yeah, I feel like I've succeeded more in my pass rush. I'm starting to learn how to rush the passer more and everything. So and it's different too, having different rushes around, learning how to rush with different people too. I'm starting to learn it more, and I'm starting to have success out there.
Thank you.
Thanks, PJ.
Mm-hmm.